Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Okay, so there's me floor. Look at that, I got floor. This is the new room though, but still, it's still got room on the floor for me to walk. Now I'm right in the corner here. I'm right in the corner behind the door. So if we go like this, and we go back this way, there's the wall, and we come back that way, and there's that other wall there. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little bit through here to show you what I've done. Me and Michelle, actually, because Michelle helped me so much. It was really good that she helped me, because I wouldn't have been able to do this on my own. I had a lot of moving to do. So anyway, I'm going to try and hold this as careful as I can, because I've already done this and mucked it up. So this is only one shelf that I've got on this entire wall here. I just wanted to didn't want to put things up too high. This is a lot of stuff that I won't be using on a regular basis, you know, like that I still need though, you know. So a lot of, actually put, what's the name's, signs on most of the things, which the things that I haven't got signs on, well, they're, I know what they are anyway, because it's very obvious to me what is in the box. Maybe later on I will put signs on them, because when I'm sitting over the other end there, I'll be able to see them. But anyway, so this has got my this is my felt, and I think I've got I think my envelopes and cards are in that one. There might be a couple of other things in there, but that'll have to be fixed. And there's envelopes in that one, so maybe I'm going to have to sort that out a little bit better for those two. But because of everything that's been packed into things so well, you know, I've got little jars and things in there that I might want to alter later. And down here is my fabric, and I can see all the things that I have got. I know I bypassed this one. This has got my appliques in it, that one. So that's got appliques. Excuse me, sorry. And down here I have my miniatures in that one. But I've got like a drawer thing. So therefore, and there's miniatures and doll parts and things in that. And then in this top one, there's fabric, really beautiful pieces of fabric in that top one. So I know where all the things are, and therefore there's fabric down there. Okay, so over here in this corner, which I might move the fan out of the way so you can see, in that corner there, then this way is roll of paper and other things that I have on rolls in that corner, so I can just, you know, utilise that if I need to get anything out of there. There's my overlocker on the table here, and my sewing machine behind here, my sewing machine and pin cushion, stuff like that, my tiny iron that I bought, the mats for my scan and cutter up under there, and a box with the other stuff in for scan and cut. In these drawers now, I've got to be careful not to touch the screen of this thing, because otherwise I wouldn't wreck it. In here I've got things like Velcro and some stuff for line inside of things. I've got sewing bits of material, things that I will use here to do with. I know what I've got anyway, because I'll be rattling around. So these nice pieces of fabric and that if I want to put in anything that I'm making or something, you know. But I know, and here in the bottom one is my pasta maker. Well, part of it is there. Imagine what I've done with the other part. I can imagine it's there somewhere, really handy, I hope. Because there's a piece of it. And, oh, there it is. Look at that. There's my pasta maker in there. See, it's underneath my piece of my yards of paper. Anyway, so we'll carefully go across the table, and up here I have lots of things in storage in these what's names. There's all my bits of metals. There's my tools and moulds and things for my polymer clay. There is polymer clay in that. There's bits and pieces in there to do with polymer clay. In here I think I have butterflies. Those two are empty. This one I will just move about here very carefully if I can while I stand up and turn around a bit. So I've got 2 chairs in here, so I've got 2 seats if I need to sit down. Whoops, sorry about that. In here I have a little bit of miscellaneous. I think that we'll have to find some drawers for it. I know that's the lid of something that I'm looking for. And there's those little lights and the thing to fill my my iron. And now in here I have buckles and I don't think I need to open every drawer. There's not needles in it. There's got tape measures. Then there's bobbins. There's a bit of bling on that. A bit of bling in those 2 jars. My jewellery that I have to break up. Now here's some bits and pieces of things people have given me, made for me, and the head thing. And here in here I have jewellery findings, acrylic flowers, flat back things there, I think they are, and also flat back ones. I've got wooden pieces in that drawer there. And in these other drawers you can just see what's in there because what it says. It says what's in there, okay? So I'll just have to sit down here a bit, if that's alright. I hope you don't mind me moving about a bit, but it's a bit hard for me to do this now. Up here we've got some stamps in the top one. Those there have got shape, template making things in there. And here is all my bits and pieces in there, all marked what is in all these things. Down there, and here is a box with birds in here. Some birds, because that's only some of my birds, the rest of them are up in that other box up higher. In here I've got, what have I got in here? Oh, tape. Yes, there's my washi tape, my stickers and my glue. These are things all on my table here, see? So they're all right at my reach, so I can just reach and get them. I have clips, stamps, ink pads, more stamps, buttons that I made, more stamps over there, distress inks, and up the top I've got a whole heap of drawers that are still empty now up there that I couldn't fill up, and I have got, I'm not going to, because I've got to, don't get me wrong, I'm going to have to buy it now, and then there's styrofoam balls, a horse and cart, and some spiderweb up in that one. And the stuff that you use for Halloween, not the other spiderweb. I left them in the other room. So anyway, I have a lot of rulers. Look at these. I've got all these 4 sitting out there, and there's one over here. But I found them, so therefore that's really good, isn't it? Now I made these 2 boxes here that are sitting on top of this thing with with cardboard boxes, which is a really good idea. And then, you know, they fit my 12 by 12 sheets really, really good. And then I've got my that thing on top of it, you know. I can't think of anything. Sorry, it's a bit late in the day for me. Okay, so here is my utility thingy where I've got all the bits and pieces that I use, like the scissors and bits and pieces. Now everything is accessible. I can just shift that if I want to get at anything there, see, because I wouldn't use I haven't got anything in that drawer. This is sitting on a brick, so it's up high enough so that it can be, I've got sequences in there, miniatures in there, and tiny pegs and matchsticks and things up in that one, but it's all pretty much there where I need to get at it. It's not hidden away, so I can't get it. So down in here I've got my I put all the big paper bags down there because I've got a lot of those brown paper bags, because I wanted to do some journals maybe with that. And I've got other bags that people have lent me, and I've hung my washing tool on there, which I thought needed to clean, but I just don't feel up to doing that. And Becky made me this nice thing here to put my my scissors in, my ink and shears in, so that's really good. And I've got things about that people have given me and made, and this is my light, of course. Okay, now there's the window. You can tell that's a window because you can see partly outside up the back and across the way. so I've got a few bits sitting in there. My glue's around there, but I have stiffening stuff that I've had to put there because it's too high to go under anything. Now I've got my gesso, of course, you need that. My pencils, my markers, and all in those things there. I've got some paper here, like bits and pieces of paper that I would use or not or whatever. And here in this dish I've just got the thing off my camera that holds it onto the tripod, and I've got some serviettes and things, you know, for cleaning and wiping, and I've got a couple of empty boxes there, but I've just got things that I know what I've got about that I can use. But anyway, so right up here I've put up a few bits and pieces, not very well yet, but I will get to that, of different things that people have given me, some hoops and stuff there like so. Okay, so we'll go back across here again, and in this part here I've got my papers and things like, you know, so there's cardstock and things like that, and bits of extra paper. So down under here, this first one here just next to me, well, under the table I put my glue gun and my tissues, and under that there is tape for wrapping things, you know, and a pair of big scissors. I did put my foam pieces down there because I want to keep those. And under there's my box of wool, which is the only thing that's under my table, which is good. Besides this drawer here, this set of drawers, on top of the drawers is my cutters. I've got them sitting there, and paper for wrapping, and a few other bits that I'll have to look at later. In here I've got my calico and Hessian things, and I also got some serviettes in case I need those. Glue stick, extra glue sticks, or big ones for the big glue gun, some tiles. I've got bits and pieces of small things, and I don't know why they are in there. I've got some, what's the name is, it would be a good idea if I show you. Chest pieces, some foam pad things, just for whatever you need a bit of foam for. And in the bottom one is my serviettes and doilies and packets and straws, lots of straws, packets of straws, because I collected all them up. I didn't actually get around to making many trees at Christmas time, so they'll be there for next year, won't they? I think something's got stuck here, might be with straw, I think. Oh well, I'll fix that, don't be panic. Okay, so now across here we've got these green drawers. It's a big, reasonably good sized cupboard here that I bought to put these bits and pieces in. It's probably a couple of foot across, I think. Yeah, it would be. And so in the top drawer I've got whatever I can put in there, you know, like I've just had lovely time storing things that's close by to me so that I can use. Okay, so I've got my thread, bit unruly there, that bit, but we won't worry. I've got some cards because I want to do them. I've got these tapes, pins, there's some nail polishes there for later on if I want to do something. There's a bit of bling in that one that I haven't really done anything with at the moment. I'm not even showing you. Dear oh dear, I'm not very good at this camera work business, am I? These are little bottles I bought yesterday. I haven't even looked at those yet to see if they're big enough, and there's all bits and pieces and things down in there that I'll show you my arm instead. But anyway, there's pieces of paper there because I've never got a piece of paper to write anything on, so I've just put those there out of my waist, but I know that that is all there if I need any of that. Now this one here's got my beads in it, some of my beads. So I've got these containers here that I've put, I've sorted all these out into different categories, and that's as many as what I've done anyway for that. I've got more bits and pieces, but I'm not going to actually need them, I don't think, ever. And there's my little wooden beads that I really like to use, and those pony ones. So in here I've got all my beads in little jars or bottles and things, or just bead bits and pieces, but there's all sitting in there nice and cosy. And in there's bits and pieces. Like I said, these drawers are really big and very heavy, so I've got my, sorry, I've got it I have to have a drink, but I haven't got one with me. I've got my wire in here. Now I'm looking and holding the camera out of the way, so I'm sorry about that. And there's my elastic. I've got another tray here with all these little beads on them that I put in these little containers. And under there I've got this most giant container full of all, well, some of my pearly beads, and that's in there. That's probably the size of the drawer. And then these ones here as well. But, so this is part of my bead storage, and I really like it because it's fair to hand, really handy to me to get to use, and I can just, you know, open the drawer, get whatever sort of thing I need out of there, and just close it. So isn't that awesome? I don't have to fish through boxes, chuck everything flying and leave it laying there. So this drawer here now has got my wire. I've got all sorts of wires for different things. I've got a little glass tile here for rolling out polymer clay on. I've got this really big roller stringer. Some lady paid $24 for it, but then she ended up giving it to me, which I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but there'll be something one day. I've got my little slippers in there. I've got my bottle caps in there. I've got my flat back, sticky back pearl thingies in there, and I've got these little jig thingies here that I use sometimes. I've got my containers if I want to mix anything up, if I do any watery things like so. I've got some things there that I've made, little bits and pieces there. And my small punches. This might look like it's iggly-piggly, but I know what it is and where it is, and it's all handy to me, you know, so I can get at it. That's why I wanted to put them down in these drawers, so I can reach them without having to climb up and get them off the cupboards, and you know. So this one here's got a lot of little timber bits in there that's for using for whatever I want to make. It's also got corks, pegs, the bits off the sequences, wooden beads. What do you call this? You know, sandpapery stuff, string, all that good stuff for making bits and pieces with. Okay, so that one's there, that one there. Now over here I have this nice white set of drawers, and it's probably about the same size. And in the first one here I've got my dies for my Big Shot, and my embossing folders, and my big punches. So that's, which I don't have a lot of, but that's okay, I don't need any more anyway, so I've got enough things in there. There's enough. In this one I have got die cuts. This looks higgly-piggly, but to Sonya it's not, because all the stuff in there's right, you know, I've got it all figured out. That's all in that book there. These are all in little pockets here, in bags and things. I know what I've got, okay? There's some of me bits of painting, and then there's more, and there's tags, and then under there's boxes with die cuts in them and things that I just know what's here, you know, because I've put it all in here just now, sorted it, kept what I needed, you know, and just got rid of the rest of it. Okay, so in here there is my flowers. This is one of my flower drawers. There's some of the ones that I make, some ones I've already made. Just all sorts of bits and pieces of flowers, and under there's also more flowers in those three boxes there, I think, with flowers in them. These are ones I'm going to pull apart to fix up, and they're pieces, and they're pieces under there, okay? And then I've got my, I don't know what the chair's rubbing on this table across behind me. Then I've got my ideas book here with bits and pieces in it, and up here I've got on these shelves all a lot of things that people have gifted me, and I'm really grateful to all these beautiful things that people have made for me. I've made a few of these things myself, but there's a lot of them there from people, you know, that they've given me my good things, okay? And I'm trying my best to show all the stuff that I've got from different ones. And so it's really good, eh? Really nice things. And right up the top there is stuff that I won't be using on a regular basis at all. Most of it's a lot of work that I've done. There's a couple of things there that I want to alter, and one of those stands, something under that cover, which I'm not going to tell anybody what that is. I'm sure you can figure that out for yourselves. In the top one there is my stitch samplers, like for my sewing, and my needles and some fibres, and In the next one is my paints, and that's all the paints I have, so that's good. Just one drawer of paints is enough. Buttons, I do have a way too many buttons. If I show you here somehow, you can see got a few buttons, okay? And in here I've got my silk ribbon and my few zippers. And then this one I've got my clear stamps, and I will be back in a minute to give you a bit more of a view for around the rest of the way. Okay.